We gotta start wrapping this bad boy up. But
Yep.
what's your favorite video game?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that question on the sheet, and I hated you for putting it on there. I
Everyone
actually
does.
hated
It's
you.
the hardest question to answer out of
It
all of them.
is, but then I finally came up with an answer. It's Chrono Trigger.
Oh, that's a good game. Yeah, that's a good choice. I
That
never beat it though. I don't think.
I have seen every ending. I
How's the
used to
sequel?
have
Oh,
the sequel. There was no sequel. There was no sequel really. Like Chrono Cross was interesting, but it definitely was not. It definitely was not like a genuine sequel to that game. It was like honestly, that game was a really. It was just a perfect storm of everything, of talent, of timing. You know, it was one of the last of the really great pixel art games. You know, um, it just was. It's just like such a quintessential gaming experience, and it made me so mad when they got rid of the guy that was trying to remake it in 3D. It's like, dude, just let him do it. No, you're never gonna update the game. You put some anime cutscenes in, you call it an update. You're never gonna actually do what we really want and give us a full 3D Chrono Trigger. You're never gonna do that. You know, you're busy redoing all of Final Fantasy and 7 in like multiple parts. You know, so you know what? One last rant for this whole thing.
sure.
Why the fuck are people so goddamn obsessed about Final Fantasy VII? It is not the best fucking Final Fantasy of the entire series. 6 arguably is. And honestly, fucking 7 just it's decent. It's fucking decent, but for fuck's sake, it is not this so goddamn fucking iconic. There are so many other games in the series that should have gotten more press. The only reason why people love it so much is it was on the PlayStation. It was the first time it wasn't on a Nintendo console. You had to be a Nintendo nerd to play it. That's the only reason why they fucking obsess over it. There are so many other games that are better than that franchise, and that's the fucking one that's gonna be lionized and canonized, and it's got the fucking most shit done about it. I swear to fuck, it's so goddamn overrated. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I love the Gold Saucer. The mini games were amazing. The story was a thing. The characters were great. The summon system was amazing. It was really good, really great game. But there are so many other fucking goddamn games in that series. 6 by far was way better with all the fucking systems it had and the much more interesting fucking story. You know, 10. I honestly say 10 was better than 7. But fuck off. Like why are you remaking 7 in multiple parts and why are you fucking changing it to boot to be this fucking shitty meme filled nonsense? Ah, okay, done. That's one last rant on. I'm sorry, I was a squarehead for so long. I love
But
SquareSoft, and I
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger is like I said, it is that's to me there can't be a more perfect game than that. Honestly, like that is one of the most perfect for its genre and type, right? It has so much in it that's just is amazing. So it's like I don't like that's among the pantheon. Like some people are like massive on Earthbound, and I played Earthbound. I didn't complete it because it was only a rental when I did play it. I never bought it. So bad on me. I didn't play another classic, but honestly, like Chrono Trigger, that's my mother game. That's my mother series. I would love to have seen continued and made bigger and better and amazing, but we got Chrono Cross instead.
Who was the best character in Chrono Trigger?
Oh, honestly, Robo. Honestly, Robo. I guess I just jive with him the most.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I remember like Luca. I
He was the
remember
robot that
the.
he's the robot that you
Oh
find,
yes.
and
Okay.
then he gardens like I guess like because I always I'm the type that puts my head down and just does the work to keep things moving, you know, And like the fact that he sat there and gardened and became a rusted out Hulk in the middle of that huge farm, I'm just like, that speaks to me on a different level. I know it's a weird fucking idealization, but yeah, that's kind of what jives with me. I mean, you could say Magnus is kind of cool, but that whole like I was a kid and now I'm the bad guy, but I'm actually not the bad guy because I'm trying to actually change the world thing. That shtick's been done, and it wasn't like even at that time it had been done in other games and been done in other stories. So I mean, I wasn't as impressed with Mr. Dark Man, you know. But Robo, I don't know. That just kind of spoke to me.
Well, I've got the 3DS version, so like, or not the 3DS version, the DS version, and at some point I'm gonna have to go through and like play it again, because I never beat it the first time. There's multiple endings.
Yes. Yes. All depends when you defeat Lavos and who's still with you and how many events they go through. Plus, also, you have the New Game Plus. So you can beat Lavos on like the first day. And there's like there's like a developer ending. I've been through them all. I like my original cartridge, which I still have in storage, although my Super Nintendo is broken, which makes me sad. Um, but that original cartridge, I think, still has the save on if the battery's still alive. Still has the 99.99 save I have on there, where I literally did everything. I maxed the timer out. I did the same thing on Final Fantasy VI. All my characters had the 8 attack thing where you could get like the orb. There was like an orb and a Genji glove, I think, and you could find both of them. It's called an optimizer and a Genji glove, if I remember correctly. And if you had both of them on, you could physically attack 8 times in a row. And I was so obsessed with that game, I played it long enough to farm up enough for my entire party. And when I say my entire party, I don't mean 4 sets. I mean for the split party where you have 3 separate parties. I'm almost certain I managed to get enough of all of them. I don't think I was about the Genji Clothes, but I know about the Optimizers because I remember sitting on that fucking island fighting those goddamn dinosaurs for them over and over again. I played that for so long, and that's another one that has a max 99 timer on it for the same reason. Me just playing it too fucking much.
Did you attend any GamerGate meetups?
No. Let me tell you a little story about my brief time as a YouTuber. So I had this fan that was talking to me and wanted to meet up, right? So I'm like, cool, we can go meet up. It was a fucking kid. He never told me how old he fucking was.
Oh no! Oh no!
It was the single most awkward moment in my fucking life. And right then and there, I swore I am not going to any more real life meetups ever. Because guess what? That's not the only time I met people from online, okay? There was one other time. Like this was back. I used to be on a thing called MPlayer.
Oh yeah, the gaming site, the gaming
Yes.
service, I should say.
And
Sorry.
a place called the Gamers Inn, which is an old chat website, right? And between those, I had a group of friends that I met up with, and it were mainly people from this gaming chat room, which was like a role playing chat room back in the day. And I mean, I was looking for it because it was like I was looking for D&D role playing and stuff. And it kind of did that. They had like an open forum role playing chat. I think the Gamers Inn is still around. Let me just check. I'm pretty certain you can still go to that website. Oh god, this thing is still up. I'm gonna fucking shit myself. No, I don't think it is. Because it looks like that's not the same Gamers Inn. So it looks like someone finally took up the old domain. Oh my god. But
Go to web.archive.org.
yeah, I was gonna do that. But um
God, I'm old. I'm dating myself. I say web.archive.org. Jesus. I
yeah.
don't just people just say archive.org these days?
Yeah.
Or the Internet Wayback Machine?
But yeah, it was it was a time, and so I went I went and met up with them, and they were it was a role playing chat, right? Um, they would it was so awkward because it was a role playing chat, so you used to be able to do like emotes in the chat. So when one of them was talking, oh god, the cringe in me trying to say the story. I'm gonna get it out though. The cringe. It's just
do it.
just the cringe. He would put his hand on the side of his mouth and say what he would type as an emote when he was talking in real life instead of just like doing the thing. Oh my god, it just the levels of cringe. The levels of cringe that I felt at that meetup. And I told myself then I would never do another meetup, right? But then I was like, oh no, 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 there's a fan. He likes my stuff on the internet. I'll fucking meet him, whatever. Oh my god. And then it was like just this young kid, like maybe 13, maybe 14. And I'm just like, oh fuck. I never thought that like someone would be making plans with me who is a kid. I mean, I still did the thing. Like, we went and saw a movie because that's what we made plans to do. Because it sounded like a normal adult thing. Like, let's go see a movie. That'd be really fucking cool.
Toy
And so,
Story. That should have given it away, man. No, I'm just playing.
oh no, we went and saw it, and I was like, yeah, it was cool meeting you, great. And then I just fucking like, I vanished from the internet for like a month. I'm like,
Aw.
this was not what I wanted for
But
my
what?
life.
But what movie was it?
I forget. I don't even remember. Like literally, these are the two solid memories I had. The rest felt like a fucking acid trip. At that point, was I remember we met outside of my house, my actual fucking house, because I thought this was a normal adult that happened to live in Ottawa. And then we took a bus to the movie theater, and then I remember he called his mom to pick him up, and I took the bus right home.
Bro, dude, if I saw I was a kid, I'd be like, well, first off, you have to be like, fuck, dude, people are thinking about pedophile or something, right? That's like the first, like, holy shit. Like, I can't go, like, with this rando kid from the internet. I can't go to a fucking movie with him. But, like, you also don't want to be, like, a huge dick to the kid, too. So then you're like,
exactly.
what do you do? What do you, like, do you, like, order him a pizza and be like, hey, go eat this pizza and, like, chill out. I'm gonna go somewhere else and, like, not be here. Or, like, I don't know, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, here's a bus ticket, kid. Go home.
Yeah.
Here's a ticket to the baseball game too to make up for you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you do.
Yeah, that like exactly. Like you encapsulated the panic and terror in my brain in that moment. Like that whole everything went through my fucking head. Everything. I'm like, why the fuck am I here? What the fuck? And I right then and there, I'm like, from now on, no. If you want to talk to me online, fantastic. I have Twitter. I have other things. You can talk to me online. I am never fucking meeting anyone from the internet ever the fuck again when it comes to like fans or like meetups or no. No. N to the fucking O, no. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna walk into. And like I swear to God, like my life flashed before my fucking eyes when that kid showed up. I'm like what does the parent think of me? Like I don't know, like to this day, like nothing has made me cringe or like it'd be more embarrassed for something I did than that. Because I'm like, it was a simple question, right? It was simple. How old are you? Right? Why did I not ask that
Well,
question?
it's funny too because
Why?
I was a kid on the internet. Like since since like maybe before middle school. Like I was playing like video games online, and so like when I was a kid on the internet, whatever, you don't think anything about you don't think anything of it of age. But like when you're an adult, like I haven't interacted with a kid on the internet, like other than like maybe like if they were in a Call of Duty lobby screaming the N-word or something, right? But like on the internet, I don't interact with places where kids go. I'm not on forums where there's kids. Well, first off, I'm not
Right,
sure. I'm not sure a
right.
kid today would even know what an internet forum is, right?
And
So,
see, the thing is, I was
so
making videos. So I'm thinking like, okay, the way this person is talking to me, it doesn't sound like a kid, right? In my head, like I didn't never thought that because they're like, yeah, I live in Ottawa. You want to go see a movie? I'm like, oh, that makes sense to me. You're a kid. You're not a kid that wants me to take you to a movie. You're like an adult that wants to go meet and hang out. I'm like, okay, cool. Never put two and two together. Never put fucking two and two together. I finally put two and two together when his face was there in front of me. I'm like, fuck, I should have fucking asked. I'm making fucking gameplay videos. Why did I not fucking ask if you were a kid? Why did I not fucking ask that question? I remember I came back to my wife and I'm like, do you know the day I just had? And I explained to her. And she's like, why didn't you ask how old it is? I'm like, I fucking said the same thing in my head 2 seconds after I saw the fucking little shit. I said it in my head. I'm like, why did I not ask? Why did I not question this? So yeah, no, it was, oh my god, utter insane cringe, and it's a story that I will live with that story for the rest of my life.
you will.
Of the one time that, like, I swear to God, if the internet had seen me, I would have been canceled instantaneously. He's meeting with kids. He's
Oh
meeting
my
with
god,
kids.
dude, you'd be so fucked. Like like Keemstar would be like fucking covering it. Like all the drama YouTubers, dude, would be like making all these videos. This YouTuber's a pedophile. Oh my god, you'd be so toast.
I know, I would have been so fucking toast. I would have been burnt to a fucking crisp. And I mean, like, at the time, I was just like doing my little YouTube thing and my little YouTube videos, and I'm just like living in my own little like headspace, not thinking anything about it. And then lo and behold, I nearly fucked myself. Oh my god.
Milspec Monkey says, I mean, I guess you can just be all like, sorry, kid. I gotta, I'm gonna ask your parents so so I don't look like such a weirdo. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You gotta. I don't. You took him to the movie. I wouldn't do that. I don't think. I'd be like,
Well, because I
I,
felt so
I'd be like, what's
bad
your
because
parents'
like
phone number? I'm gonna call him.
he was like so excited, and I'm like, okay, it's like I looked at like this is like a big brother, big sister thing, right? Maybe he doesn't have a father figure, and for some fucking reason he landed on my fucking video. I don't know. I took it in the movie. I let him go home. The awkwardness ended, and I never talked to him again. So just like if he has an actual father, he went for a pack of smokes. I went for a pack of smokes, never came fucking back either.
All right. Let's wrap it up here. Vivian James and GamerGate's art, like music, stuff like that. What do you think?
I like the thing is gamers are super creative, right? And it kills me because I'm not. But I love the artists. Like you see, I've got the profile picture you've had this entire time is art I had made while from a GamerGate artist while I was in the movement. Right. And I mean I love the art that was there and I love the creativity people had. I just don't have any of that. I'm just a loudmouth who curses a lot. That's my superpower. So unfortunately, I couldn't contribute on that side of things.
Oh fuck. This is your chance for the book. Do you want to say anything about Final Fantasy XIV in the book?
Final Fantasy 14 you mean the game that I continue to play even though I shouldn't?
I actually stopped playing. I want to get back into it at some point in my life, but not right now. It's such a huge, massive time sink.
Yeah. I have a house on there. I have to get back on and touch it before they take it away from me. I pay every month because I now have a house.
The new expansion pack, dude, it's coming out. What do you think?
the problem is that I play with my wife, and so I can't get super excited because right now she's on what's that new Starfield. She's obsessed with Starfield now. So I'm basically a gaming widow until she's done with Starfield. You know, I can't like I don't want to progress in the game and do things. If I do anything, she'll have a hissy fit and not want to play with me for a while on there. If I start doing stuff that gets me further in the story, because I haven't even done the post patch content yet. Not all of it. We stopped midway through because we kind of just burn ourselves out on it. Um, I'm an end game crafter and I have all healing and tanking classes to 90. So I I kind of know life a little bit. Not as bad as Final Fantasy 11 though.
How was
Um,
11?
it was very good. Um, you can tell that because I played it for 10 years. Um, primarily, I didn't play many other games during that time. I played a couple, but I'm for almost 10 years I was logging in on a regular basis on that game. So uh, I have, I think if I remember correctly, 699s. I think the Pawkeshup on there hasn't logged in a while. The last time I did was on a free weekend. Um,
I
I
wouldn't
never
mind giving
did
it a
get an
shot,
ultra weapon. I never
but
did get an ultra weapon, but yeah, now it's a totally different game. It is so different now because back when I played, you couldn't solo past 10, right? You had to have a party past 10, and it was one of the last old school hardcore role playing games. Like you lost experience when you died. You still do. Don't get me wrong, you still do. Um,
I
and you
played
can
very
de-level and
briefly for
everything.
like 2 hours. I was like, dude, this is too hard. It's
Yeah,
too.
no,
There's like
that's
no tutorial or anything either. It's like,
yeah,
hey, we're throwing you right in. Figure it out for
that no,
yourself. Good luck.
no, yeah, yeah. There's still no tutorials. You still have to learn. Like
Yeah, it's
I
not
was
worth
trying to
it.
update. I was trying to update my stuff on there. Like update my what I knew about the game. You fucking kidding me? I don't. I look at half the systems and I'm just like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that? What are these points I'm getting? What the fuck is any of this? I don't fucking know. And so Pawkeshup will wind up just being an age old character on there. And when they eventually shut down the servers, 10 years of gameplay and memories and stuff will all go down the drain.
Have you
And
ever have you ever played a mud?
uh,
Do you want to talk about it?
my my sweet my sweet sunny child. I played on a mud as a character who was a bard, and I refused to do any combat. Instead, all I did was spam learn languages so that I could spy on every other character who played on the mud. That was my character, a spy on a mud that was a fantasy game, just because I thought it was fascinating that I could learn other languages by slowly, forcibly training them. I make weird goals for myself and I don't know why.
Oh,
I
this is a.
can't remember the name of the mud either. That's the sad part.
Oh, it's interesting too because I very briefly, like last year or 2 years ago, last year I think, I discovered them. Well, I discovered them when I was a kid a little bit. There was this like business mud that existed, and I like very briefly tried that, and I'm like, nah, this ain't it. And then as an adult, I tried it with a friend group. I actually had a party, a real life party where I had with my friends, where I got my friends, and we tried to play this Star Wars mud. But the admins were like, you have too many people in the same IP address, and I'm like, hang on, wait, we're having a party in real life to play your game. You should be very happy. And
Yeah.
they're like, you have to fill out a form with the role play committee, and it's like, so we sent in the form, and they're like, okay, we sent the form in, now can we play? And they're like, well, hang on, it takes a few days for the form for people to analyze the form and for us to get back to you. So you have to wait. It's like we're at a real life party right now trying to play, but it was kind of annoying. Um, but I actually went to a real life convention for MUDs. They still have them, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Muds are still going. Like
Oh yeah.
it's like that's that's the only thing that gives me kind of hope that Final Fantasy XI will never die out. I know it probably will someday because it's a commercial product and it will die out eventually. But I kind of have this small hope that Pawkeshup, long after I'm interned in an urn or a grave or cryo frozen or whatever the fuck happens when I die, that somewhere out there, Pawkeshup will still be out there sitting on a server waiting for someone to pick him up for the next adventure. You know, that's where I got my name from. He's my little namesake. Because if you don't know where I got my name from, and I don't want to include this shit in the book, 'cause it's the stupidest
Oh, we
fucking
can if
thing.
you want to.
Is my ex and I were playing. My ex got me Final Fantasy XI on the PlayStation 2 for I think it was for Christmas or for a birthday. I can't remember which it was. I think it was for Christmas. I think it was an early Christmas gift. And I had always wanted to I had been wanting to play it when it came out, and I had no idea that she was going to do that. And so I started playing on the PS2. Then the audacity, she started playing on my account and made her a character on my account, right? I don't say the audacity. I let her do it. That's a joke. That's a joke. I let her do it. But then she wanted to play with me, and we couldn't play on the same account, obviously. So I got a brand new account, and now she had made a Teru. My original character was Arn of an Elven, and so she made a Teru, and I thought they were fucking adorable. I'm like, fuck, if I'm gonna make another character, I'll make that character, so we kind of match, right? And so I was sitting there trying to think of a fucking name for this character because I had no idea what to call this little goofball that I had just made, which is the little like yellow and red hair, the little guy you see up there in that picture, which is all blue in this picture, but And so I used to bastardize French phrases all the time. And one of the things I was saying at that time was she'd asked me if I wanted ketchup with something. I said, no, Pawkeshup. That's where my fucking name comes from. A fucking stupid ass thing, play on word thing for no ketchup. That's where I got my name from.
All right, dude. Oh man, how about, dude? We got. Wait. Oh my God, there's so many more questions. The last few. Okay. Do you know what happened to Ethics the Sea Lion?
The sea lion?
Yeah,
We had a
Ethics.
sea lion?
We adopted a sea lion.
I never knew we had a sea lion.
Well, that's okay because no one knows what happened to the sea lion. So.
Oh well. Probably died.
No, they have long lifespans. I looked it up. I was scared to see the answer, but they lived like 20, 30 years.
It probably died.